We're running the Cover 3 here at Pro Football Weekly, where we give you 3 under-the-radar stories from Week 7. We start with the New York Jets, who suffered a tough 29-26 overtime loss to the New England Patriots. But this Jets team has played pretty well in its last 3 weeks. Even though they're 1-2, the offense is starting to come around, and a big reason for that on Sunday was having tight end Dustin Keller back in the lineup. He returned last week in a bit of a limited role, and he was big on Sunday against New England. He caught all 7 passes thrown his way for 93 yards and a touchdown. We've known for a couple of years now that Keller is Mark Sanchez's favorite target, and he's very good up the seam. He just is overshadowed by the other 2 tight ends in his division, Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. Jeremy Curley, Stephen Hill, those guys also had some nice plays for New York. If this Jets team can continue playing the defense it's played the last couple of weeks, and Mark Sanchez does not throw the ball away and focuses on getting the ball to Keller and to Curley, this Jets team is going to be a tough out down the stretch, and they can put themselves in a wild card situation in a really close AFC.
Saints safety Malcolm Jenkins saved the game, and perhaps even the Saints season, when he chased down Vincent Jackson, the Bucs receiver, after a 95-yard catch and run, tackling him at the 1-yard line, preventing him from scoring a touchdown that would have tied the game with the Saints up 7 in the third quarter Sunday. Instead, there was a goal line stand by the Saints defense. They shut down LeGarrette Blount on 3 straight runs, and on 4th down, Josh Freeman's scramble did not get the ball into the end zone. The Saints took over on downs, drove 95 yards of their own to go up 35-21, and held on for a 35-28 lead to improve to 2-4 after starting the season 0-4. They get their head coach back, Joe Vitt, this week. His suspension is done, and they're heading into a big Week 8 ball game against the Broncos at Denver. The Saints now, a lot of people left them for dead, but with a win at Denver, they're getting very close to being right back in the thick of the race for a wild card spot in the NFC.
If ever there was a time this season when the Ravens needed the absolute best from their new high-powered offense and quarterback Joe Flacco, it would have been in Week 7 against the Texans in a battle of first-place AFC teams. Instead, the Ravens got absolutely the worst offensive performance of the season, with Flacco just continuing his massive struggles against the Texans and Ray Rice being virtually invisible in this huge game. A lot of that falls on offensive coordinator Cam Cameron, who no doubt saw what the Packers were able to do against the Texans last Sunday night and decided he was going to use a similar formula trying to throw the ball all over the yard. The problem is that Joe Flacco is not Aaron Rodgers, and Ray Rice remains absolutely the Ravens' #1 offensive weapon. The result was the road to New Orleans now looking a lot more likely to go through Houston than it is to go through Baltimore, with the Ravens now having just as many questions on offense as they did on defense heading into Sunday. For all the latest news and analysis from Week 7, be sure to check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.